Hello, Lisa. Let me put you up on the screen.
All right.
Now give me a second.
Okay.
Okay. You can see me, right?
Definitely, I can see you. Okay.
Okay. Now let me reset. Oh no, it's already resized. Okay. So first off, we've been going in on VTubers all day, and they have DDoS power chat. Unfortunately,
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing I can do about that. If you want to support the show, Rumble rants, Killstream.live/tip still has TTS. Works just fine. Unfortunately, Power Chat is down, and so I would expect that's the reason why. But that's still not going to stop me. Now, welcome again to the show. Introduce yourself. Tell people who you are.
Hey, my name is Lisa, and I used to work for Alex Stein. Believe it or not, I was not on. As I said, I wasn't on Blaze salary. I was supposed to be hired by Blaze, but for some reason Alex said changed his mind. But yeah, I did his clips. I also did timestamps for shorts. uh, I would edit his videos, some of his city council videos,
Really?
and and his I moderate his chat. As you saw, I also did a pre-show with him, and there's a lot I did. I felt like that $100 raise from the 500 may not have been enough for how much work I was doing, but yeah. So yeah, that's my background.
All right. Now, tell us about your experience with Alex Stein himself. How did you get involved with him in the first place? And what led up to you being hired by him?
Well, I was a fan of his. The second half, I don't want to talk. I even say the first half, I don't want to talk about unless he was here to defend himself. But the second half, I'll say that I was a fan of his. Okay, he kind of started. He decided to hire me when he started seeing some of my edits of his show. Like I take clips and like do graphic, motion graphic edits, and he sometimes retweet those. And he reached out to me and asked me if I could do I edit a few videos for him, and those were like for commission per commission. He
Right.
was just commissioning me to do some of the videos for him. He at first wanted me to like just upload like a bunch of clips from his show to his Alex Stein. I think it's called 69420 uh that Twitter account, the one that is called Prime Time with Alex Stein. And then he had me edit a few videos for him, and then he had me do the whole clip upload thing again. And eventually, he had me work for him. Uh, but he needed me to talk to his producer so we could meet and try to have a time to eventually just do this work for real. Yeah.
Now, tell us about your experience with this producer. You talked about his producer being stretched so thin.
Yeah.
What did he say to you when you were brought in?
Uh, like his producer, he's actually a very nice guy, and he has said some mean things about me after I left, but I'm not gonna hold that against him because he's a employee of Alex's and he has to support Alex. So basically, he just wanted me to help out because the workload was like a lot for him, and his wife had a baby coming on the way. So like I guess I was kind of extra help so he could spend more time. And he already told me this that I kind of saved his marriage when they took me aboard to help out with the clips and stuff because he would go home at times. I guess he wasn't able to like it was he would come home late. I guess or was too busy like
Yeah.
doing clips and stuff, so he didn't have time to really be talking with his wife.
So you basically helped. You mentioned stretched too thin.
Hmm.
You basically helped his marriage, helped his life by
Yeah.
being there. Now, um, what was you, first off? What's it like behind the scenes with Alex Stein. How does he treat his staff? How does he treat his people there? And you work directly for him, but you included, but also the people that work with him at the Blaze on Blaze Salary.
Well, uh, with me, I take these glasses off. With me, I was working remotely mostly. I was working from St. Louis, for him. Um, I really didn't know his treatment of his employees or until I came in for the 99th episode. He the guy Darius, the guy that he fed the banana
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
that's sick shit. Yeah, I know about it.
That that guy, he Alex, I think that Darius guy, he came up late for that episode, and or no, it was he messed up his part. He had like covers over him, and he was supposed to go up and say, "I'm back," and he was too quiet. So Alex started yelling at him, and I started notice like, well, at first I thought it was funny, but after the show, Alex continued to keep yelling at this man over and over and over again, and I was starting to get concerned because I'm like, I guess it's most of the stuff on the show must not really be a joke because. Like if you're yelling at somebody that much, and I literally asked him, "Why do you keep yelling at him?" He already gets it. And he said that it helps with stress or something, and I'm like, "Oh, yeah, that's kind of weird, but okay."
It helps with stress to yell at your employees. Well, I mean, maybe it does, but that's not how you're
Yeah,
supposed to do it.
but it's not how to treat someone. Uh, yeah, and I kind of feel like him. He like makes fun of Jimmy a lot. After experiencing that, and then also experiencing some of that personally, I think he kind of means some of that stuff he says about his producer. But I mean, I won't say it 100%. But I mean, if he treats Darius that way and treats me like crap, then he probably treats his producer like crap too.
Well, and for people who don't know, that Darius guy was involved in some of his more famous stunts. One of the one
Hmm.
at Barstool Studios.
Well,
Um,
no, that was Don
Don
Terrius.
Terrace. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay. That's a
Don
different one.
Terrius
Okay,
is
okay.
his real name. Well, not name, but his real Instagram handle is like real bum IG, and I feel like Alex in a way is trying to steal his identity. Trying to like kind of merge his identity as real bum IG into an Alex Stein exclusive character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean by that? It's like
Take
trying to
his
own him.
clout for himself. Well, yeah, and that guy was already doing, you know,
Yeah, he's
bits and
doing
stuff.
very well without Alex, and
Yeah.
Alex just keeps milking him, which is fine if he wants to collaborate with him. But I mean, there's something about it where when he just keeps calling him Don Terrius and it's constantly uh sometimes he just never like tags him on the Twitter post. Like sometimes I wish Alex would tag that dude so he can get the credit.
So he could get more followers, get more clout for himself.
Yeah.
So he's basically sucking up all this guy's work, all this
Hmm.
guy's bit, but not giving him the proper credit, right? Like not giving him enough shine. Okay, it looks like it might be working again.
A
Go ahead.
Smaster 33 cent $1 on Rumble. That was
What's
Triquarius.
working?
That was straight power chat because I don't
Oh,
think.
okay.
Okay, so power chat looks to be back on board. Yes, it does work now. And I can update the tally. They're trying to DDoS. These VTubers are sick
Did you
people.
make fun of Pippa Pipkin?
You know what? I didn't even mention that bald-headed bitch today yet. And no, I was making fun of a couple other ones, and really we're making
Yeah,
fun of the fat one first, and then we
there's
started
some
getting
there's some
yeah.
spurgs amongst the VTuber
Some,
community.
yeah, there's a lot. They've been threatening to sue me and take me down off the internet just for making fun of them. And so we started making fun of the fat bitch first, more, whatever, Calliope, whatever the fuck her name is. And we were making fun of her. And then as we started going along that route, we started seeing even worse shit, just straight up pedophile shit. Which honestly, I was like, well, maybe we should have started with that. Instead of the big, the big bitch was easy, right? It was easy to make fun of, easy to pillory, but there's even a lot sicker shit in that community, and so we were, going along the lines. It looks like Power Chat is back up now. They had DDoSed it, but it is back up now. PowerChat.live/the Ralph Retort, and it's still a little. it's working fine, but I see that it's a little slow. So if you're trying to pull that up, that's why. But all right, now go ahead with your experience with Alex. The flirting. First off, you were a direct employee of his, not the Blaze, as you said. Now he says it's all jokes, this and that.
Yeah.
Did you feel like it was all jokes?
Uh, no, not really. I didn't feel like he was joking when he'd be flirting with me on the show, because in real life, okay, on the phone, okay, he'd be flirting with me uh, on the phone, okay. There was one instance where he called my name sexual, like saying, "Oh, your mother gave you a sexual name." This was like
Well, your name is
after.
just Lisa spelled differently, basically, right? Like it's how's that
That's my
sexual, right?
yeah. I that's my question. I don't know. It's not. Lisa is actually my pen name, all right.
Oh,
But
okay, okay. You don't have to give
but
out your real name. I'm sure they'll dox
yeah,
you anyway, though. But
yeah. Somebody's gonna dox me. Alex already knows my real name. That guy. I'm just gonna like, go ahead and dox me, all right. But
base.
well, where was I? Oh yes, him talking about my name being sexual, and this was after like one of his streams where he was uh working out for his boxing thing, and he was like at Walmart and just called me, and yeah, we had a conversation after that. And when he called my name sexual, I was telling him, wait, I thought we weren't in a relationship. He's like, he just like brushes it off. I'm like, okay. And there's another instance. I came in for the 99th episode, and what he freaking did after he paid for my hotel room, okay? He asked me for my hotel room number. Now, I want you guys to just think, for the skeptics in chat, if you're a guy and you ask for a woman's hotel room number, what other reason would you need a hotel room number for, huh?
Unless he was
Like,
trying to fuck, or at least considering that, right? Like I couldn't imagine another reason
yeah.
why. And again, you're his employee. And it's,
Mm-hmm.
if you were just there, or you were, like this Kate Meany chick or whatever, just hanging around, he's trying to smash or whatever. That's one thing.
Yeah.
But you work directly for him, and we showed the receipts. I mean, again, I'm not trying to be the morality police, but that is straight up sexual harassment on an employee.
Yeah, and like with the flirting, I was like, I didn't mind it, but then when he started like pitting me against women and trying to get me jealous, and would even ask, "Oh, you getting jealous, Lisa? You getting jealous?" And like, I'm starting to like wonder like what's going on here. And this is after his fight at the Carnival of Combat. Okay, before his fight, we got into an argument, and I got sorted out. But after he won his fight, he and I walked to his hotel room. I was carrying his equipment and stuff, and at the door he started yelling.
One sec.
Anonymous sent $10.
Let's see.
You on my thighs.
We got a song. All right, now give me 1 second, and
You on my hair.
just give me 1 second, and I'll play those. And I think there was one that I missed earlier as well that I didn't get to play. Oh no, we did get to play that. Just give me 1 second. That song is called "Black Women," by the way. So I think that's a shout out to you. But I just want her to be able to finish this story, and then maybe we'll take a musical break here. They send in songs and stuff, and the VTubers power chat's back up and working just fine. Let's see. Hold on, I'm communicating with them. Hold on 1 sec. Go ahead and finish that story though.
Okay. Well, after we were at his door as he was unlocking it, he started like yelling at me, and a tear started to like run down my eyes. Like, see that you're crying again. And then we go into his room and we proceed to argue about.
You're in his hotel room.
Yes. We proceed to argue while he's in there. And listen, Alex is like 6'3", and I'm only 4'11". This guy's she's like towering over me and just like, you know, getting angry at me and stuff, just yelling at me. And I just have like tears like coming down my face, trying to like explain myself and, you know, trying to calm down and, you know, just solve the argument. And which we did. We did solve the issue. But then after that, he proceeded to say, "You need to stop crying," or telling me that it makes him look bad when I cry. And I just sat down on his bed, just slumped over, because like he really just, it kind of just destroyed my spirit in a way, just having him scream and yell at me. So
And there's other stories like this about him too, where he's just lost his cool
yeah,
with employees and with we had Lauren De Laguna on the other day, where he's just doing like wild shit, yelling at her dates, calling her a pedophile, and all this stuff.
yeah, in which if Alex is going around calling her a pedophile, then I can't judge her for what she did to him, because that's a heinous accusation.
Well, yeah, I mean it's a. And not only saying that in public, but you know, walking up to her at private events and telling her dates, "Hey, did you know she's a pedophile?" and all this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what the fuck? It's insane, honestly, type behavior. But finish the story about the hotel room and how he came out of the shower there.
Yeah, I was just like sitting on the bed, and I think he had like a few phone calls or something. He's like calling people, telling them that he won, and he then went to his he went to the shower, okay, and I was like slumped over on the bed, and he just walks out with just his towel on, and I just look at him. He's got like the big, you know, the $1,000 car salesman smile, and just looking at me. And then he goes back to the closet to get his clothes, and then walks back into the shower.
So to me, and we talked about this. To me, that's like a straight out of like Harvey Weinstein's playbook. Now, you know, he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't touch me.
He didn't touch
me.
you. It's true, he didn't touch you, but he comes out in the
Yeah.
towel. It's almost like he was waiting for you to make some type of move there. Or to
Yeah,
me, in my
yeah.
opinion, that's how it sounds. That's how it looks. Either way, it's not appropriate behavior around an employee. I would argue.
Yeah, definitely. And like, and he looked very, he was like very pouty after he put his clothes on and just, you know, plopped on the bed and stuff. Just start looking at the footage that I shot while he was fighting up on stage. So yeah. Then after that, I was still, there's like something in my chest, like I just couldn't. I just wanted to know if everything was fine, if this argument was over, if he wasn't still angry at me. But he took me to out to dinner with his dad, the coroner guy who was supposed to represent him at DAZN, you know, Happy Punch, and his friend Hank, who is he passed away, by the way.
R.I.P. Press F in chat. Go ahead.
And when he took me to go out and eat with them, and after he ordered my meal, he slipped me $100 bill. I did not even know what it was for, and I even asked him, "Well, what is this for?" And he said, "No, just take it." And I'm like, "Okay." Now I still have that $100 bill. I'm not.
You saved the $100 bill.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not using this money. What is this for? I don't even know what in the world this money was for. So I don't know.
Yeah, just quite weird behavior. Also, I'll play this song and we'll go through the rest since it came in. Power chat is back up if you want to use that. We're on the extendo goal here. His producer Morgan Elizabeth. I don't know if you saw this, but
Can we not talk about?
oh,
her?
okay, all right, okay. Since you don't want to go into that.
Yeah, I told her that I wouldn't talk about her, bring her up in Alex's beef, and I meant that. So.
Okay.
But thank you for respecting that.
No, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I'll let this song play and we'll get back to it.
Anonymous sent $10.
I would think this is troublesome news for. I see Mersh sweeping in the chat. Yeah, you can't really sweep this up, Mersh. Sorry, but love you,
Wait,
buddy.
what's
But,
Murph trying to do?
well, he's still cool with Stein, but you know.
I know he is. I
But
know
just let
he's
this play.
really
Hold on, you
cool.
can't hear it, but I'll let this play. I mean, this is not appropriate behavior with an employee. I mean, I don't know what to say, but I'll let this finish playing and we'll get back to it. Nah, Mercy's cool. It's fine for him to do that, but I'm just saying.
I wasn't right for you. It wasn't hard to believe, cause when I watch TV, I would never see a leading lady look like me. Familiar package with less pigment, I ain't ignorant, it's just reality. You want my thighs, you want my stride, but
You shouldn't have brought my son, Alex. That was a big mistake for you.
you want my hair, but you don't care for this
Slime time.
complexion. If I cinch it up and I sew it in, the world tells me it'll all be mine. With some lashes on and some lighter eye, the world tells me it'll.
This is a pretty good song, actually. You'll have to go back and listen to it later, Lisa. I'll see how much longer it's got. I might cut it a little bit short.
Change for me with some longer nails and some lightning cream.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna try to listen.
No, you're okay. Yeah, you can't hear it. If you were in the Twitter station, you could. But... Alright, I'm gonna cut it a little bit short. That's most of the song anyway, I think. Okay. Now, so to me, the stuff you've already described is troublesome way to conduct yourself. And I talked about this with you. I talked about this with somebody else I know. It's different if you're on contract with Con Inc., right? If you're on contract at The Blaze, if you're on contract at the Daily Wire, if you're on contract at one of these outlets, versus if you're independent like he was before. If you're independent, you can do whatever you want. The Nikki Haley stuff, no big deal. You run your own shit. You know, nobody can really tell you anything about what you're doing. But when you take on a contract like he has, which you told me pays him hundreds of thousands of dollars at the Blaze, which is quite a hefty sum. Once you're under
Well,
contract,
that's according to him.
oh, he said that. Okay.
Yeah.
So he claims to be making hundreds of thousands of dollars at the Blaze. When you're on contract with Con Inc., you can't really, comport yourself in this manner, right? If you're independent, yell at whoever you want, sexually harass your staff, I guess, if you want, right? Yelling at Nikki Haley volunteer, which personally, I'm not trying to white knight or anything. I thought it was kind of funny, right? But also
Yeah.
I can see the other side of it too, where it's just this volunteer there and he's yelling at her because they won't let him in the event. She can't actually get him in the event anyway, right? It's not really up to her. I still laughed at it. And I also laughed at him going on air and groveling and begging to keep his job and getting basically down on his hands and knees like the greasy slime ball that he fucking is to just beg and please, Daddy Glenn, don't fire me. To me, that was the most embarrassing moment of his career, where you could tell he was terrified of getting fired and losing that money. And you can tell that he's terrified now of his contract not being renewed. And that's why he didn't want you to speak. That's why he didn't want De Laguna to speak the other day. And, these types of stories, he fucked with the wrong one, basically, because I'm perfectly happy to air all this shit out. And brought my family into it, and that was a big mistake. But what happened? I guess further on in your relations with him, why did you break ties? What happened there? He fired you, he said, but like,
Yeah, yeah.
yes,
He fired me. Believe it was November 5th. It was a day after the Carnival of Combat, and I just wanted to call him because I felt like crap flying back to my freaking apartment, and I just couldn't even think about anything else but him getting angry at me. So I just felt so destroyed. So I wanted to call him up, just trying to understand things a little bit better. I just want to know why would he even treat me that way? It's just like what are these feelings? What are these feelings you have for me? And they don't necessarily have to be romantic feelings, all right? Like who in the world treats someone that way, like flirting with them and then pinning them against women and making sexual remarks and also walking out of the shower with a towel on. So yeah, and he didn't tells me that, oh, I don't love you. I don't love you. I'm like, and he tells me after that, just saying, well, I love you like I love my friends. And when I think about that, like, so if you're a friend of Alex Stein's, expect to be yelled at, expect to be demeaned, expect to be treated like crap. So, because that's how he loves his friends. So he told me that we need to take a break from each other. And
that's what he said.
yes, and I didn't ask. So you're firing me? And he's like, yeah, basically. And I tried to like talk to him more, but he just hangs up on me because before the call, he just like tells me I think he wanted to just get the call over with it because he didn't want to have anxiety flying
He's
back
really
to
a pussy
Dallas.
at the end of the day. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
that's fair.
he's the biggest wimp, really. And I think a few days after that, I then send him a text message just saying, if you want me to work for you again, just stop flirting with me. And then
Seems
he
like a reasonable
denies it.
request. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, he denies it. He said, I never flirt with you. And so yeah, he did. And he told me, don't talk to me anymore. I'm like, okay. So like, why if
Just
I
mixed
don't
messages,
understand.
mixed signals, and also it's inappropriate regardless.
Yeah.
Whether he's joking around or not. To say these things to an employee. Now, who did he pitch you against, female wise?
Well, the first time it was at a comedy show, the Hyenas in Dallas, Texas. All right. Well, no, it's not Dallas. It was Fort Worth, and he was at the first. Well, this is in the second act of his comedy show.
Which is terrible, by the way. But go ahead.
But and I have to mention, I drove like 9 hours that same day from St. Louis to Dallas Fort Worth to help him out with his show. So yeah, he brings this girl up on stage because I guess he was running out of material. He's like aggressively flirting with her. And this girl, obviously, she was flirting from back and stuff like that.
Yeah.
She had like a lot of cleavage, like very high skirt. And Alex brought her up on stage. They talk about getting an erection and stuff like that, and I think pretending to sip out of her drink. And I was kind of weirded out by it, and so was Jimmy. Was also weirded out too. He might deny it, but So after the show, I don't talk about anything. I just try to keep it professional. I only talk about work. But Alex, he's got that big $1,000 car salesman smile while looking at me, and I'm just wondering, like, did something wrong happen? Because yeah, I did forget to record that part of his show, but I was kind of nodding off when he was doing the whole thing with the chick on
That's
stage.
not a good sign for a
Well,
comedy act.
I drove 9 hours, okay? It was like
no, I just mean
12
usually
a.m.
if it's funny, you're not falling asleep even if you did drive 9 hours. But anyway, that's just my take. But go ahead.
Yeah. So I apologize to him for accidentally for not recording that part. So I drive back to well before then. Well, we the team was talking and stuff like that. So yeah, just usual thing. So I drive back to my apartment and I'm just marinating on this, feeling like, yeah, I feel like I'm in trouble. I keep apologizing profusely about not recording that, and I drive 9 hours back for I think, yeah, on Sunday morning. And we're gonna have our Sunday show. And what Alex does is very strange. Well, before the show starts, I try to call him I ask him, hey, can we talk before the show? He doesn't respond. So we have the show, and for some reason he's like very angry with me. He mutes me immediately when I'm like, being all fun and stuff. And I just like sit back and just not say anything. And he's like, oh, hey, Lisa's silent. And then he brings up that girl that was at the freaking the comedy show. And he starts saying, how do you like my new girlfriend? And he starts like hovering the freaking pointer over like her cleavage and then her butt. And I'm like, I don't feel comfortable with this. Like, what's going on here? I didn't say that out loud, but that's just what I'm thinking. Like,
Right.
yeah, somebody.
He's a very weird guy.
Yeah, somebody in the chat that day was pointing out that I looked emotionally distressed, and yes, I was. So Jimmy and Brandon and the rest of them, they're all thinking that this is all jokes, but me, I think this is really serious. So they kept pressing me until I started breaking down and crying. And for those of you who are asking, sauce, please, Alex deleted it. He deleted the stream after yelling at me for the full duration of it. You know who saved that stream? Django. Django, if you're watching, you saved the stream by saying the N-word. All right? So I'll give you that. And then the next person he pits me against is one of his biggest fans. And I'm not going to mention who it is because I don't want
that's fine.
Eat with her. She didn't do anything wrong to me. Even though she was talking crap about me, but I don't want to.
It's okay. Just tell the story.
Mm-hmm.
You're fine.
But I mean, he did bring me on stage with her at a comedy show, and I was I think it was some sort of like, yeah, he's pitting me against her. Okay, he's pitting me against her, and she did ask me at the end, "What was that all a joke?" And in the back of my head, I was thinking, yeah, this is definitely not a joke. But then I tell her, yeah, it's all just fun and stuff like that. And then I didn't get to see the rest of the show because this was like Gavin McGinnis's thing that was happening at TK's in Dallas, Texas. So Alex, she and I went out to go eat. So yeah. And then like he kept pitting me various women. If you listen to Josie, the redheaded libertarian's space with him, he kept pitting me against random people and then asking, he kept like flirting with Josie and then telling me, why are you so jealous? And I like said, I'm not jealous. What? So I'm like,
just it seems like a very weird relationship that he had fostered with you. I mean, some would say abusive, actually. But
yeah, I feel like maybe he's trying to start a trauma bond with me.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just really weird. Now tell us about, and then we'll go into the show aspect, how his show's doing. But tell us about the phone call that you had with him yesterday. Don't go into part. You told me part of it. Leave that part out. But tell us about the legal threat that he made against you to not come on this show, basically.
I mean, if he was what's got he called me, just saying that I'm trying to make him lose his job and stuff, and telling me not to contact certain people,
like me.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't mention your name. He did not mention your name in the call. But
I'd sent him a message 14 minutes beforehand, and I showed you that message. But anyway, go ahead. Yeah.
But he told me, Lisa, I'm gonna have to take legal action against you. And I didn't proceed to say, Alex, if you take legal action, that means you're guilty. So,
Plus, he's not going to do that. That's been a tactic of his with a lot of different people, and I can't go into everything because some people ask me to keep stuff off the record, etc. And so I'll respect that. But I wasn't surprised that he did that. And then they tried. You confirmed that was his phone number, by the way, that Kate
yes.
Meany had put out, and you showed me. I blocked it out on Twitter. I didn't leak his phone number, even though I could have on Telegram or something. I didn't do that. I did send him a message, but you confirmed that was his number. You showed that he called you for 4 minutes, and you have the record on all that. You do have the sauce on that. Now you didn't record it because you live in a state where you can't do that legally. Now he may be able to do that in Texas, but I'm not sure.
I don't know if you can like be in a state that has laws where you can.
You can.
Oh, what?
You can. But
Clouded Trigger sent $5 on Rumble. Alex seems like an abusive boss who creates a toxic work environment.
yeah.
It's sad to see the Blaze co-sign this
You're
kind of
right.
behavior.
Yes, it is sad.
You
to see
are
the Blaze.
absolutely right. He's the one who creates the toxic work environment. But anyway, yeah, I don't know if you can record a call from Texas.
I believe
in a
you
state that
can. It's
doesn't allow
whatever
it.
state you're in. Like it trumps. Like it's because he's in Texas, and I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but I think you
Yeah,
probably
me
could get away.
neither.
But I'm not sure. I know in Mexico there's laws against secretly recording people and stuff like that. But I think if you're in a one-party state that you can, even if the other person in a two-party state. But I don't know for sure. But what about things going on with his show? At least while you were there, and since you said it seemed like he's not even trying anymore.
Yeah, like he had these ideas where sometimes on his show he says, "Oh, we can't pull up a clip because we're using a TriCaster," and he's been wanting to like move to like OBS. But he still hasn't done. I don't know now because like I stopped watching his show. Sorry if I keep pressing my ears.
okay,
I have
it's the earbuds.
headphones in, but
Yeah.
it seems like he's not even trying to like switch over the software. Like I'm sure Blaze TV has the assets where you could like switch out stuff, or like they probably have an IT team. They got someone that can help him out, but he
Sure.
doesn't seem to be using the resources.
Carafro sent $5 on Rumble.
I don't think
Wonder
he's
if he's
yelled
ever
at
yelled
Lila.
at Lila Hart.
No, he's probably never yelled at her.
Probably not. But he does, like, we watched his stream the other night and it was terrible. I mean, I couldn't imagine. He's got this huge production studio. He has to be losing money on the show. There's no way. Because there's just too many people working on the show that have to be under salary. And
most of those people, I mean, I think they're just general Blaze TV workers. They probably work on other shows.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, fair point.
But Jimmy, his producer, is the only he's the sole employee for Alex's show. Like Brandon, he works on Chad Prather's show. So Alex's show is he's a general employee, as I said. So.
Fair, yeah, that's fair. Okay, so maybe it's not losing quite as much as we think, but like it's not doing so hot. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, and Alex, he told me that he's the one who has to like do all the research on the guests and stuff, and I don't think he does a very good job because when Sam Hyde came in, he called him Sam Heidecker, and he said,
he called him Sam Heidecker.
Yeah, and he said he can't wait for world peace too. And what he meant, that's actually $1 million extreme too. So I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I don't think he's very good at what he does on his show, honestly. And I've said this before. And of course, I'm a Stein hater at this point. But he could still go out and do his shocking stuff. He could still go out and do his man on the street, fucking with people stuff. But as far as a host, I don't feel like he's a very good interviewer. I don't feel like he's comfortable in that role. You can see it come through on the screen that he feels uncomfortable doing what he's doing. Now, he hasn't done it for as long as I have. That's true. I got like 10 years hosting the show. But
I mean, he has interviewed people on Conspiracy Castle, and he does seem better in that environment. It's just,
somebody else told me that too, that he should get back to the conspiracy stuff and try to package that in a way that the Blaze audience might like. He just seems uncomfortable in the role he's in now, though.
Yeah, I think it's because like there's a lot of people. Like as I said, he has to research like the people that come on his show. A lot of them are probably people who he doesn't care about or doesn't even know about. I don't know, people he's probably not even passionate about interviewing. Like Alex he interviewed the guy Chance Hayden, and like that was actually a really, really good interview that he did with him. And I really wish Alex would or before his contract runs out, as if it gets renewed, have Chance Hayden on. But then that'd be trashing on Howard Stern, because that guy, he's got some heat with Stern. So
Yeah,
and that's I think another problem. Alex, he tries too hard to be like Howard Stern, because Howard Stern was like, have you done anal? Those stupid questions. So
I know
like,
the old Stern. Yes,
it's
I'm very well aware of Stern's
like
style. Old style. He doesn't do that now, but yeah, go.
he's like, this is a Howard Stern thing. Do a Stein thing, not a Stern thing. Like, develop your own thing, all right?
Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't seem to be going well. And then all this stuff's coming out about him, and he's losing his mind. I guess because he's afraid of not being renewed in the first place. That's the only thing I can figure, because he's totally. I mean, in my opinion, like the shit he sent to Kate Meany, I'm like, what are you even doing, dude? She wasn't even saying anything about you.
Yeah.
And
It was mostly Chad that said things
yeah,
about him.
it was Chad Zumach, and it's
Yeah.
like, well, he said that he had it recorded. He recorded somebody else, in private. And again, I'm not throwing him under the bus, play it as far as I'm concerned. But, she didn't say anything other than, why are you so interested in my sex life or whatever. Like, she didn't confirm it, although Alex Stein himself confirmed it in the clip that we played. So, like, I don't even know, is it the cocaine part, which she didn't even say. Allegedly, she said it in private. Allegedly, she said it in private, and it was recorded, but she never said that in public. The only thing she said was, why are you so interested in my sex life? And she was kind of being, like, throwing a little heater back at Zumach, right? Like, if anything, she was defending Stein, but she didn't deny anything that happened either. But, I don't know. He just seems to kind of be losing his marbles a little bit
I think
now.
they smashed at Chrissy Mears' wedding. Well, that's what Chad, according to Chad, they smashed at her wedding. And Alex was not with his girlfriend at that time. But if Alex did like smash during Legion of Skanks, I'm like, he was seeing another woman at that time. Like, I think he was actually thinking about seriously dating her. He actually told me that he kind of wasn't sure about dating her in a way, because she lived all the way in Michigan and he's in Texas. He would fly her out when he could, but apparently things didn't work. But I'm like, just because things weren't working out, though, doesn't mean you gotta go behind somebody's back and smash another one. Like, there's something off of that, because I mean, I think both of them were like, that him and the girl that he met in Michigan, both of them were kind of like connecting, because I didn't give you a clip of this, but he talks about doing the in Vegas with her. So not my words, Alex's.
Well, yeah, most of this stuff has been confirmed by him, because he's got a big mouth, and the stuff you
he's
told
got
me.
the biggest mouth on planet Earth. Like, bro, stop getting angry about people saying about you online, because you out yourself.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. And everything, a lot of what you said at least, has been confirmed by him. And him openly worrying about his contract and stuff. I mean, he seems like he's got it right. He's right to be worried, but that's not what you want to project to the public. You want to project confidence, and we haven't got renewed yet, but we're working on some things, and I'm thinking it's gonna work out. Whether it works out or not, that's what you should say in public, right? Not, oh God, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, he looks neurotic.
And like, even to the executives, they're probably like, man, he doesn't look very confident. Should we renew this guy?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they should, as far as that's concerned. But I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what he's thinking with his behavior and the stuff you've talked about here, the stuff Lauren De Laguna's talked about. You just have to act differently when you're under contract. That's what I keep saying.
Yeah.
And if you're on your own, you can get away with some of this wild shit. I work for the people here, based on super chats on this show. I'm not beholden to anybody on a contract. But when you go into that, you have to kind of change your playbook, right?
It's almost like Alex has never worked a real job before.
Well, yeah. I won't criticize him for that one because I've done more streaming than working in real jobs myself. But yeah. And look, when you're on contract with one of these orgs, man, you just have to comport yourself differently. If you had any final advice for Alex here, what would you tell him?
I gotta say, Alex, can you please just stop treating people like crap? All right, just if you have a problem, just say that this is the problem I'm having with you. You don't have to say, "Oh, it's okay," and then blow up on someone down the line. All right, that's not cool. All right, and if you feel that things aren't working out with somebody, just tell them. Tell them. They'll understand. At least have a conversation. It does not hurt to have a conversation with someone, especially when you feel it needs to be had. Quit being scared. Stop chewing your tobacco, Alex. All right, enough with chewing the tobacco and trying to ease your anxiety. Anxiety is natural. Anxiety is normal. I was actually pretty scared to come on today because of you making legal threats to me. But that's the whole point of having fear. You have to conquer it, and you need to stop trying to pretend like you're someone you're not in public and being somebody completely different in private. So yeah, and I also told you you probably should have kept up pretending like none of the controversy was out there, because as I've said, Alex's fans, I've met many of them in real life. They only know him via his clips. There's see a viral city council clip, and they see a viral clip from his show, or they watch his show when someone who notable comes on. Nobody's paying attention to Alex 24/7. So I'm wait, you said that he responded to De Laguna on his Twitter, right?
No, I don't know. I can't get into any of that.
Okay.
But I don't know if he said that on his Twitter or not. I can't get into.
Okay, that's all right.
I can't get into. I can't get into that. But
All right.
I'll say he wasn't happy about the interview. I can say that. But I can't get into the other details. But I doubt he'll be happy about this one either. But I
Oh
appreciate
yeah,
you
he's gonna
coming on, Dylan.
really come at me for this one.
But I appreciate you coming on anyway. In the face
Mhm.
of all that, don't worry about him, son. He ain't about shit.
Yeah.
And you didn't lie. As long as you told the truth, which I believe you did. You
Yeah.
don't have anything to worry about. So, you got anything to promote? Any projects you're working on, or you just chilling?
Consider this an exclusive interview at the moment, but I mean, I know you don't like these people, but if it's all right to shout them out, because they really did help me along the way.
If you if you're thinking about who I'm thinking about, you're thinking about. Go ahead.
Okay, I'd like to thank Salvo Pancakes and Jesse PS from Pod Awful. Those two really made me laugh and really, kind of encouraged me. Well, not directly, but in a way
But why
they
didn't
did.
they have you on their show then? That's what I was wondering. If you were talking to Jesse before this, why didn't he have you on air? Anyway, don't worry about it. But yeah, he has done
It's
some
all
work
right.
on
It's all right,
Stein.
Jesse. You didn't need to have me on air.
He should have though, is what I'm saying. Anyway, yeah, you're right. I don't like those people, but that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And he thinks I'm stealing his material on Stein. No, somebody in my chat called. I don't know if he invented the Alex Stein 109 thing or whatever, but
Well,
somebody in my chat said that.
I think it was an article from Dallas Morning Post, which does not exist anymore. So I
Okay.
guess it was gotten rid
Yeah,
of.
I don't know, but no, Jesse, I don't watch your show. But you're right on Stein. I'll give you credit there. And Salvo, I don't ever think about you. So, but that's fine to shout those people out if they gave you some encouragement and helped you
Well,
along the
thank you
way.
very
So,
much.
and thank you for coming on and giving us this interview. And I hope you have a good rest of your evening. And I hope Alex doesn't harass you too bad over it.
Yeah, he probably will. His some of his mods are really gonna start harassing me, I'm sure.
Yeah, they're pretty rabid actually.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
I'm online for fun. I'm not trying to become like a famous person. For anyone who thought, oh, I'm doing this for clout, the only thing you need to know about me is my name's Lisa. I'm not giving you my handle. That's it.
Very cool, Lisa. Thank you for joining us tonight on the Killstream. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, Ethan and Ralph. Take care.
You too. Bye bye. All right, Lisa here on the Killstream. There she goes. I thought that was a pretty good interview, actually. thank her for coming on.
Thank you for watching this clip by Colonel J. This is the King of Bold here. Remember to like and subscribe. Juice!